Ken really just kind of dominates her. Sends me to the corner. Any combo that he does sends me to the corner, and I gotta guess for my life. Man, good luck. Like good luck. What's up, everybody? This is JWong and Aki. You know, we played lots of Aki, and I felt like we have a good grasp of like kind of like matchups, and I never really done a matchup chart. So if you guys want to see what matchup does Aki win, lose, struggle with, can do well, 5-5, make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell's notification, because if you are interested in knowing how to play Aki, or if you're not interested in knowing how to play Aki, or like but you want to know where does your character stand against Aki, this is the video for you. So other than that, enjoy the video. Peace. All right, so I want to talk about, you know, Miss Aki. She just came out and everything like that, right? So we're gonna put obviously Miss Aki on the top over here. We gotta talk about the thought process on this, right? So one thing I've been talking about already, that I feel like it's really hard to beat this character against Aki when you're playing Aki, is Zangief. Zangief, I feel like it's just so hard for Aki. I feel like I play perfect. Like, I'm not perfect, but I feel like I play 95%, and because I'm not playing 100%, Zangief just runs over me once he gets in. So pray that your opponent sucks. I always hope that the opponent that's playing Zangief is so bad that I could win this matchup. Because there's even players where I'm like, man, if I had like Ryu, I would probably kill them because it's so much easier to handle. They do more damage. They have better normals. But Aki just kind of really tough because Zangief just needs one jump. Zangief needs one jump, and then that's pretty much like I'm losing all my life. They have option selects into back throw if I try to escape, so I can't even escape from Zangief even if I guess right on the OD command dash. So literally, like, I just die. Like, it's just so hard to play perfect. The poison is just not enough to just piss him off, scare him. Like, the damage output is just not high enough, I guess, compared to the risk reward that Zangief can do. And obviously, because once Zangief gets level 2, it's hard for me to throw the poison, it's hard for me to throw the puddle, like, and because all her moves have lots of startup frames. So yeah, I do pray my opponent sucks. I pray really hard my opponent sucks. I actually think Aki does pretty good against Honda. Honda kind of like, because he has like down back and headbutt a lot, I feel like Aki can give Honda a run for his money. Anti-airs are very easy against butt slam. You do down heavy kick, which is really good. And I feel like a lot of times, you know, like Honda could take risks like Zangief, but it's just like, it's easier to handle because they automatically do down back. So because they automatically do down back, and you know, they're always thinking about charge moves and everything, I feel like Aki is able to handle that a lot more. I think Aki has better pokes than Honda as well too. So I think Aki wins here just based off just like kind of like a fireball and poke mechanic. I think Aki actually smokes Manon. I think Aki smokes Manon. Like, but I think it's because Manon's just kind of like bad. I personally think Manon's probably the worst character in the game. And if you just understand how the game plan works, like just anytime you see drive rush, like a button drive rush, you just drive reversal. And she can't really stop the projectile. She doesn't have a good move to stop it. Like, she has a twirly thing, you hold it, but her fireball is so slow that like the timing for it is just so strict for Manon to try to get through the fireball. And I think that's like the tough part. You can't really just rely on that. So yeah, I think that's pretty tough. I actually think Aki should win against Dawson. Dawson can give Aki a run for her money, but Aki's flowchart and rushdown is actually so good against Dawson. Like, just a set play, right? And because Dawson also is a character that doesn't really have the best wake ups or like get off of me moves, Aki could kind of take advantage in situations like that. But obviously Dawson could do the same thing to Aki with a rushdown and kind of weather the storm as well too. So that's why I think like it's not Aki will win, but Aki should win for the most part. Well, I just think Aki just has a better flowchart against Dawson compared to Dawson doesn't have a better flow. Dawson doesn't have a Street Fighter 5 flowchart. His flowchart is not as automatic. Cammy is tough. I think Cammy is tough, but it's actually doable because Cammy's damage output is not as high compared to other characters. She wins, but I think it's doable because a lot of times, like, you can kind of bait the spin knuckle. If you throw a fireball, obviously she's gonna kill you with spin knuckle, but if you throw the puddle and they react late, you can actually punish with before the spin knuckle hits you with crouching jab. crouching jab, stand strong, you know, counter hit combo, and then boom, right? But obviously the hard part about Cammy is that when she knocks you down, you're gonna get grabbed a lot, right? Aki loses to grab a lot. Dive kick is annoying for sure, but most of the time, if you're telegraphic, if the Cammy player is telegraphic, then it's easy for Aki to anti her. And if she's poisoned, it makes it much harder for Cammy to dive kick because you don't want to activate that Toxic Blossom. So it kind of puts Cammy like in more a respect realm. So, but Cammy's no matter what still favored just because of Cammy's anti-projectile moves in general, which helps a lot too. But the thing is, it's not prayed that your opponent sucks level because the damage output is not that bad. Ken, drive rush jab. Ken is actually so good against Aki. Like, you just can't get her off of you. It's really tough. Like, she doesn't have lots of amazing moves against Ken. Like, Ken really just kind of dominates her just in the neutral, in the mid range, and even obviously the close range and far range. OD fireball is just too scary because Aki's fireball was like 57 frames of recovery, bro. So like OD fireball for Ken, drive rush, boom. That's just pretty much set play. Sends me to the corner. Any combo that he does sends me to the corner, and I gotta guess for my life. Man, good luck. Like, good luck. You know what's actually a matchup that I like fighting with Aki like a lot? I actually like fighting Juri. I actually think Aki beats Juri just because like she can actually use the stabby things, the little stabby things from the air, and it really catches Juri a lot. So Juri can't really just throw fireballs and everything like that. And because you know how like Juri likes to walk with the fireballs as well too, you can use her whip, right? It's not gonna nullify the fireball, but I'm gonna tag Juri with some poison. So I think that's really good. And the only thing that obviously is problematic, but that you can say that about any character. You know, obviously Aki loses the corner, and then Juri has a throw loop and stuff like that in the corner. But I think with Juri's throws in general, they send you so far, right? Like even mid screen, like if I'm mid screen and everything, I'm comfortable taking a throw from Juri. It sends me so far that I'm like, okay, I can set my poison, I can set my fireball, and everything like that. So I like that a lot. So, but obviously Juri's Juri. She can still kind of make a comeback, but I just like fighting a matchup. I feel like in terms of the fireball war, like Aki has an advantage in Juri. You can kind of keep Juri poisoned so often. You know, this is gonna be controversial, but in the beginning of me playing Aki, I kid you not, I had so much trouble fighting against JP. I was like, bro, this is where JP is, right? Just so hard. But now, after trying different strategies, I actually think we go even out on these streets. You know, I was thinking about, oh, I need to play Aki this way for every matchup. Just kind of like poison, throw the fireball, lame shit, blah, blah, blah. Because the thing is, if you play like that, JP will outwin you. JP's piercing, JP's departure, they're just too good against like Aki's like lame game. But if you focus on the mid-range, just throwing like light punch whip and all day and keeping him poisoned, it's so good. And because Aki's fireball is used on wake up as a meaty, they have to block first because obviously OD amnesia lose the projectile. So because of that, it makes it easier to kind of like see what they're gonna do in terms of like, are they gonna do OD amnesia after the projectile or before? And because JP is always gonna try to do like parries and everything, you can use parry as a bait to drive him back afterwards, right? Whip does trigger amnesia, but you're not throwing that in on their wake up. You're throwing it in neutral, right? You're just throwing it in neutral where they're gonna be pressing crouching medium kick, standing medium kick, and everything like that. Like, you know how JP loves doing stand fierce, right? The unwhip punishable move. I just use whip because I have farther range. Obviously my hurt box extends there, but the thing is, he wouldn't be able to press fierce at the same time as my whip. And then like I said, every time he's in toxic blossom state, like he has to think about me just popping him, getting another combo afterward. Also, what's really good is that anytime he does a full screen pierce, and if you know he's gonna do a full screen pierce, you could do a heavy kick slitter, right? Slide across the stream, and then you can punish counter grab. So the slitter does really good against JP's just kind of full screen projectile. So just throwing fireball, OD command dash, or you know, OD fireball in the command dash is really worth it to get back into the game. I think actually Aki does really good against Guile, and the reason why she does so good, like she can't like win against the Fireball War, but she can keep up. And the reason why like it also adds up is because like she can keep Guile poisoned while we're playing the Fireball War. So I'm winning this technically off of just throwing fireballs and matching fireball speeds. But he's losing life. I'm not losing life. I might be losing more drive resources because I probably have to use OD fireballs. But in general, like the fact that you're poisoned just helps so much, right? Luke, oh man, this is hard. Luke is tough, bro. You cannot contest with Sandblast. You cannot contest with Crouching Medium Punch. The guess is so bad. Like you know how you could sometimes guess with the stabby thing against so many projectiles, but against Luke's Fireball, freaking impossible. I don't like this matchup at all. I think it's really, really hard. For Lily, this is actually doable but hard. The reason why is that anytime I throw any special moves to play like my regular game, she gets a free win because the moves are so slow. The fireball's so slow. The puddle is like, okay, it obviously doesn't do any hits. It just puts to your poison, but she gets a free win. You have to be closer when you're fighting Lily with Aki. But the thing is, like, if she has a win, do you really want to be that close, right? How are you going to bait it out? I can't snuff the normal out. The OD command dash is not gonna really do anything against the OD Wind Condor Spire. So I actually think that one's tough for Lily as well too. I would say let's talk about Ryu. I think Aki should win. Aki should win in this matchup just because like Aki is kind of like a little Chun-Li where like she can kind of get through a lot of projectiles. She could play this like kind of annoying game. The OD Whip goes through regular fireballs, so like a character like Ryu who likes to chuck plasma but has more recovery compared to Guile. So even though Ryu does have damage, like if Aki plays kind of perfect, it's really hard for Ryu to dish out that damage in the first place. So I think that's really good. Jamie, Aki wins here. I think Aki will win against Jamie just based off like he doesn't have anything to stop projectile besides like level 2 drink. Obviously he can get drinks pretty conveniently if I kind of like throw fireball from full screen because it's so slow. But if you're playing a little bit closer, it's really hard for him to kind of get drinks. He has to land hits, so it's kind of like any normal Jamie problems in general, right? Chun-Li, I actually think Chun-Li is pretty tough because Chun-Li's Serenity Stance actually kind of kills Aki. Just using the the Serenity Stance medium punch goes under the fireball. She has Hazanshu, she has level 2. Very easy reactable moves against Aki's Fireball. Chun-Li's offense is better. She does mad damage. So I think overall, like I said, I think Aki is like a mini Chun-Li. So why would the mini Chun-Li beat a real Chun-Li, right? But I do think Aki can win here because like just off of set play alone, she has a wake up, right, with the down potential kicks, but I feel like she can't really afford it because the damage output of hers is not as big compared to like a Ryu or a Ken. I think Kimberly is actually even on the streets. Kimberly could rush Aki down, but Aki could do the same thing because Kimberly doesn't have a wake up. Kimberly also has a 13 frame wake up level 1 super, so it's really hard for her to stop. But these characters both steamroll each other. That's why I think it's like we go even out on these streets. Blanca, I feel like with Blanca, Aki can counter lots of stuff with Blanca. She can always do like heavy punch, quarter circle forward to kind of like anti-her Blanca ball, which is really nice. She could check Blanca pretty often with that. Obviously she has Slither, so she can use the Slither to get through like Blanca's level 2 super shenanigans and everything like that. But yeah, I would say this is also a match that I haven't played that much, like you said, Beardy. It's just like the times where I did play it, it's like, okay, I felt comfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable, but Blanca probably felt the same way there as well too. So I think for here, we'll just put him on even. DJ actually is not that bad. I think DJ, Aki's right. Aki wins the DJ matchup because like you would think he does like, oh, double max out, but the thing is, double max out loses to the stabby things because it has so much more startup and recovery. The stabby things will land a lot more against DJ for sure. Obviously when he's burnt out, he's terrible, so like Aki could just infinite him all day. Aki's anti-air is so good against DJ, like with the jump knee, so it's hard for DJ to kind of like take advantage and stuff like that. Rashid, this is a wild one. I think this is like 5-5 because my level 2 beats his level 2, so we kind of just cleared level 2 out. We both flowchart for sure. It's kind of like if you're a set play character and I'm a set play character, we're both doing the same thing. So I think that's that matchup. The fact that Rashid can't, Rashid could have been this is doable but hard, but the fact that my level 2 nullifies his level 2, makes the matchup just like so much more honest. So much more honest. And Marissa, yeah, pray that your opponent sucks. She just does too much damage. She could take risk. She has armor as well too. And, you know, like a little baby wake up. And the fact that she can just kind of like Superman punch through a lot of the moves. OD Gladius for the armor. It's always tough. But I think for sure Zangief and Ken are the 2 hardest matchups that I fought. And Luke and Marissa were also 2 hard matchups that I had when I was fighting like in ranked match and everything. So this is my tier list for Aki's matchup lists. I'm like a doctor. No, I'm not really like a doctor.
Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you guys really all enjoyed it. We work really hard and we're just striving to push the best fighting game content that we can possibly put out. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you guys hit the like, share, subscribe, turn on the bells notification, and thank you once again for supporting, and make sure you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.